I borrowed a car from Rick Gore at Reynard Cars. I actually bought a car because they would not lend it to me. I said, okay, I'll buy it, but I'll pay at the end of the year. He said, how are you going to do that? I said, well, I will sell your car at the end of the year. I'll give you the money. How does that sound? So, Roberto, you're going to have to guarantee it. And I called Nelson and said, look, that's my situation. He said, what about if you don't sell the car? I said, Nelson, I will work on your boat forever if necessary until we settle this bill. Say, okay, give the phone to this guy. So I gave the phone to Rick Gordon. In 2 minutes, he said, okay, you can take the car. I said, Rick, one more thing. Let's say I win the championship. You're going to sell a lot of cars, aren't you? He said, yeah. I said, okay, can I bring the car back if I win the championship and no money? He said, well, you son of a bitch. Yeah, if you can do that, I don't think you'll be able to because you're starting so late. In 2 weeks, you have the first race. You haven't even driven the car yet. And my drivers, Johnny Herbert and everybody else, are testing the car since September. And they're the fastest guys around. So you're going to have a hard time beating them. So, well, I'll give it a go anyhow. And Gary Anderson helped me with the team that they had it together, but they didn't have a driver. And he convinced the owner, Ron Salt, to pay for 3 races in the hope that if I did well, he would find a driver that paid to join the team. So I had a borrowed car. I went to Nicholson McLaren engine. I borrowed the engine. I bought a car and Nicholson lent me an engine. And I had 3 races. We won the 3rd race, which was pole. We beat Alizi there. And I was sad on the podium. And I was walking back to the transport and I was thinking, shit, that was my last race. That's it, done. I'm going to have to sell this car now, give the engine back to John Nick, and going to have to find something else to do in life. And then the owner of the team tapped my back and said, Roberto, look at the check I got for 1st place. You know, the next race is Silverstone. Would you like to do it?
What amazing memories, Roberto, aren't they?
You don't imagine the sensation I had when he was telling me that.
I can imagine.
I said, shit, Ron, sure. And then we won Silverstone, and we got another check. Then we said, okay, let's go to Monza. Sure, why not? We got to Monza, we won the race. I sprayed the champagne on the podium, and the cork got to his hand, believe it or not. I was spraying the champagne. I came down, I was spraying the champagne around them, and then this guy taps my back, and I almost sprayed him. And this guy was really well dressed on the Italian way, and it was a guy with his wife next to him, and he presented me a card. He said, would you please call this number? My boss would love to talk to you. So I grabbed the card, put it in my pocket, and continued spraying my friends. I had no clue who this guy was, okay?
But did you ring? Did you ring, Roberto? Did you ring that number?
Hang on. So now my daughter was born. My wife came to England. Gary Anderson found me a friend's place to stay in Kings Bromley. And there we were in England, a family with no bloody money and with hopes to win the championship. So she said, oh, I almost washed your suit. And I saw this card just as well. Would you like it? So I picked up the card. There was a name and a phone number in Italy. So I was calling Pee-wee in Australia, was telling him all about Monza. And then suddenly I said, Pee-wee, do you know this guy, Marco Piccinini? He said, no. I said, well, it's a number in Italy. And as I was talking and looking on the card, the sun came out from the clouds. And there was a horse embossed on that card, which the sun showed me. between the clouds.
Wow.
Anyway,
Of course.
he said, P, there's a horse here.
A prancing horse.
He said, well, maybe you should call that number.
Quick.